welcome to the bracket show. KDynamo? Wow. Well, we're going to be here live with Kyle leading the pack here. And here is the host for tonight, Kyle Dietert, along with his brother Garrett Dietert.
I am not doing this.
I'm just the commentator. So we are starting live here, and Auburn and Alabama is first in the South region. So what do you got there, guys?
Okay, we got to start all over.
All right, we're here live now. So go ahead, Kyle. Take it away, buddy.
What is it?
It's late, 11:06.
Right. Did you really forget to turn it on?
Kyle, you're up.
Oh, my God, this man. We should have put that on bloopers.
Yeah. Well, Kyle, you're up.
All right, well, we're going to talk about the South region, and I guess we're going to start all over because we thought we were live this whole time. But
no, it's all good. I mean, yeah,
it's
we're
all
just
good.
Gonna
Get to have fun.
You
got to practice.
Yeah, we're just going to talk a little bit about March Madness this year. You know, March Madness, 64-team playoff in the NCAA. It's the big granddaddy of them all. And so we see that the SEC's got 14 teams in this conference in the tournament this year, most out of any conference ever. Big 10 has 8, Big 12 7, Big East 5, ACC 3, and then the WCC has a couple schools in the tournament. So let's go ahead. We're going to break this down by each region.
We're going to break this down by a fundamental standpoint.
Okay. Yeah, so
let's start with the South region here.
We'll start over here, South region, Auburn and Alabama State. Obviously, you know, most intelligent folks would take Auburn, but you may have some other thoughts. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I got Auburn winning for sure. This team is loaded. They have one of the best players, I think, standout players in all of college basketball. His name is Johnny Broomy.
Yeah, Broomy.
Yeah, he's been so dominant and a dominant force, averaging 18.6 points a game and then averaging 10.6 rebounds a game with 2.6 blocks per game. And he's been just phenomenal for this team. He's been just a standout player and just dominant.
Oh, yeah. No, he's been an excellent player all year. I think he was first-team All-American. I mean, he was in the top 2 for the best player in the year. Yeah, I think Auburn has a very good, complete team. They started the season off strong. The middle of the season, I mean, they've been ranked number 1 for freaking ever. They got the number 1 seed and the top seed in the tournament. Auburn's going to be tough to beat. I think they are beatable. They had some late season struggles. They lost to A&M. They lost to Florida here. They lost to Alabama. I think they've lost to Duke early on in the season, but very, very early on. I think, you know, Auburn's had some struggles, but they're a damn good. They're a really good basketball team. They're going to be really hard to beat. You know, I think all the number 1 seed teams in this tournament are going to be extremely tough. I mean, they're head and shoulders above most of the teams in this tournament. And so I like Auburn going deep. I think they're going to be making a strong run, and they're expecting a natty in Auburn right now. And so we'll see what they can do for that.
Well,
all right, let's jump around a little bit here.
Real quick, Broomy, his points per game is 8.9 and then had 10 rebounds per game, 3.1 assists, and 51% field goal percentage.
I just said that.
Yeah, you got that? Okay.
Yes,
yeah, no, his triple doubles are, and he's triple doubles. I think he's had more than almost anyone in a while, pretty much. Anyways, he's absolute dominant of the player.
The Memphis player is good. Okay, I'm telling you. Don't sleep.
All right.
I think we all had Creighton winning.
Yeah, I have Creighton beating Louisville. I think this is going to be a very close game. I think a lot of 8-9 games are going to be really close. This one I would watch out, or I would be very intrigued on seeing how it goes. Creighton and Louisville. What?
Dad's filling out the bracket behind us.
Yeah, hey, as you go, I want to fill it out for us. So we'll
I just can't believe we weren't live. Bro.
Yeah, we're live.
Because I thought we were almost done, and I'm over here sweating. I'm like, oh, we're almost done. He's like,
yeah, we're starting over.
We forgot to be live.
Yeah, that's what happens.
It happens. It happens.
Go ahead.
We're all learning.
Hopefully, y'all College kids don't have classes tomorrow. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, it's spring break, right?
For some people.
No.
Yeah, I got to
when you're
work
in
tomorrow,
doctorate
so we're
school.
good.
Yeah, not when you're in
All
doctorate
right.
school, right?
There we
Yeah.
go.
All right, let's go. Let's look at this: Michigan, UC, San Diego, and then
You got
Texas
the
A&M and
upset.
Yale. I have UC San Diego. I think they're going to pull off the upset. They got a great record. They haven't played as much quality teams as maybe someone like Michigan, but I hate Michigan. I stand on that. I will not pick Michigan for anything. So let's go UC San Diego.
I have Michigan winning.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say Michigan as well. So, yeah, hey, majority rules, but you stick with your
Yeah, go
pick.
ahead.
But we're gonna go ahead and go with
We'll
Michigan
see.
between us three. Yeah, two out of
Yeah, no,
three.
that's fine.
Texas A&M. Now this is
And
where we
Yale.
get to a great game. Good old two teams that have great traditions. I'm telling y'all right here. So no, I got Yale upsetting Texas A&M because Texas A&M's had a rough season, I believe in, and they've been so up and down and just not really staying consistent. And I believe that Yale's just going to pull off a close upset, but it's going to be a good game.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna hit you with the lead court. Not so fast.
Not
I think
so
Texas
fast.
A&M
Yeah.
is a lot better than Yale. I think Texas A&M is a physical team. I think they're rebounding. Their bigs play really hard. They got good guards in the backcourt. I think Texas A&M is a pretty legit team. I think if they get hot and they play the best basketball they can play, they're going to make a deep run and maybe even give someone like
Well,
Auburn a run for their money
they
later
they
on. So
yeah they did beat Auburn when Auburn was number one.
yeah,
Yeah. So I mean,
beat
when
Auburn. They
it's
lost to Texas though.
right,
But
right. But when they're under pressure like that, I think a big game like that because I don't know. It just as a player, it's hard to stay at that level mentally the whole time, and you're going to have some letdowns. And I think they probably had that feeling. Hey, we're in. We just we got to put it. We got to get out there and play. But I just think that Texas had a just had a phenomenal game too in that
yeah,
particular game. But beating Auburn when it really that was a huge game, and winning at home
that was a huge
and
win.
huge win. So I'm going with A&M. So 2 out of 3. Kyle picks
Yeah, give me
Yale, but
A&M.
we'll take A&M. Me and you,
Yeah,
Garrett.
I'll never root for A&M
Nah.
anymore. Like
I'm a Texas
Nope.
guy. I love Texas.
I'm a Texas
Yeah.
guy. No, I'm
Yeah,
a
so
UT
anyone
fan.
out there, we might be a little
And I'm an
biased to
LSU
Texas
fan,
schools,
so
but
you already know I cannot be an A&M fan.
Yeah, but
okay.
where's the guns up? Hey, wreck 'em.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
but they're
wearing
not
a
in the
Tech
SEC.
shirt.
See,
I know,
there's
but
the difference. See, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
but you still got to go for the Big 12 as well. So.
Oh yeah, wreck them any day of the week against A&M. I'm never picking A&M.
All right, what do we
what you
look
got
like
next?
for this 6 and
Ole
11 and then
Miss
3 and 14?
Oh well,
North
we
Carolina.
don't even have to write.
It's going to be
We don't have
North
to write
Carolina.
anything up, bro. We saw the game tonight. North Carolina, if they come out guns a blazing, North Carolina is gonna beat Ole Miss.
Yeah.
I personally I like North Carolina as well. I think they looked really good tonight. They've looked really bad at times this season. I mean, they lost to Duke by 20, 30, I think 20 more points twice, 3 times maybe. Yeah. I still like North Carolina, though. I think they're going to pull off an upset against an Ole Miss team that has played really competitively in the SEC. I just think Ole Miss isn't as a high-level SEC team as some of these others. But, yeah.
All right.
And then
Yeah,
what
so
else
we got North Carolina on that one. So that's the pick there in that bracket. And then Iowa
that's
State. And,
upset.
Iowa State and Lipscomb.
I think we all had Iowa State winning, right?
I have Iowa
Go
State
Cyclones.
winning, yes.
Yeah,
Cyclones
I think
for sure.
I'm going with Iowa State. And Iowa State, the Cyclones, I think they're, with the level of competition, I think in the Big 12 and SEC, Big 10, the Big Power Four, it's going to be hard to beat. We just see how many got in from the SEC kind of tells you where you're at. And even with the Big 12, there's a lot of teams in this tournament. So,
yeah, no, and I agree. I think a lot of these power conferences are starting to really pick it up in basketball and playing really well. Iowa State's a team they can make a deep run in this March Madness tournament for sure. Elite Eight's definitely not out the realm.
Yeah, no, I really think Iowa State. We gotta just watch out. in the beginning of the season, they were up there ranked, and they're not a team to sleep on. Like, I would be careful with them. They're a great team, I believe, overall. They're not. There's a lot of stuff it's hard to break them down and define. I really like them upsetting a couple of teams deep and making a decent run in the tournament.
Yeah. Oh, what about this 7-10 and then Michigan State and Bryant?
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
New Mexico is the
There you
team
go.
to beat.
I just feel Marquette's just still good traditional
I'll-
basketball team, and I think I
Yeah,
take
I'm with
Marquette.
you there. I think I'll take Marquette too. I think Marquette's pretty well rounded, functionally a good basketball team. I mean, it's just they're always in the mix. They're always making a decent little run in
Hey,
the
Pops,
in the
screen in
tournament.
there,
So I like
pull up New
Marquette.
Mexico and their stats as players.
New Mexico and their stats as players. Let me see.
Yeah,
if
their
I
player stats.
Can. All right, let me see if I can get.
Oh,
to
while
it.
he's doing that, let's talk about Michigan State and Bryant real quick. How do you feel about this Michigan State team?
Oh, I think it's going to be a walk in the park. I really think it is.
I agree.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think Michigan State's going to make a deep run.
Hey, you never know with the madness.
Michigan, you never know with the madness, but I think Michigan State's a solid team. I think they're going to have a tough Marquette team and a tough Iowa State team to play later on if they make it through, which is what I'm predicting.
Hey,
So
like they always say, there's only one way to find out is to play the game and actually see who comes out.
yeah, you're not wrong.
Like, it's always the madness. Like, they're always hyping up the top seeds, and then somehow everybody's bracket's
Yeah.
already messed up because they're like, well, this dude said to pick this team. Well, it's the madness.
That is true. I just think, Michigan State, Big Ten champs. Michigan State's going to be a legit contender to make a deeper run. I don't have them. I don't have them getting out of this region, but that's, I guess, for later on.
Oh, yeah.
While he's looking up some New Mexico stats, you have New Mexico, huh?
Yes.
You had New Mexico, and
I got Marquette.
so this is what you were looking at, Kyle.
Yes, the top player should be at the very top.
Oh, no name that you were hyping up earlier.
Yeah, you were hyping up. You were hyping up. I believe it was Christian Cook. And field goals made. That's Christian Cook. He averages 31 points per game, and
Oh, no.
that's on
What do you
average.
think? 31 points a game is ridiculous.
That's not him, though.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no way.
Okay. Well, I'm just.
Timeout.
Oh, points.
Who else is going to be the dog? Who else is going to be the
Here it is.
superstar
My
from
bad.
New Mexico?
My bad.
Oh.
Average points per game, you've got it there, is 13 points per game in scoring. My bad. That was field goals, and the field goals
said
made.
31.
Average how many field
Jesus.
goals? So
No.
yeah, you have
All right,
Peter.
well,
Is it Filippovity?
What conference are they in? Garrett, what conference are they in?
I don't remember. New Mexico? Oh,
Yeah,
Mountain West?
The Conference USA.
No. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're in Conference USA.
Oh, my God. New Mexico State Aggies? Is that them?
Yep, that's him. New Mexico State Aggies, and
Yeah, their best player is averaging 13. Never mind. Maybe it was a different team I was looking at.
yeah. So, all right.
All right, well, let's look at this West region. This West region is going to be a toughie.
And y'all
There's
had
a lot
Michigan
of-
State winning that one?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
All
Michigan
right.
State.
That's what I had.
My bracket. Yes. Michigan State.
So, West, I'll tell you what, Florida.
Yeah,
Florida might be the best and most complete team in the tournament. So I think they're going to win it all. I don't know.
Where do you jump to the West?
But I think they are the
Yeah.
best and most complete team. Florida, yeah, watch out because them Gators are chomping right now. They are killing it on defense. They're shooting threes at a high level. They're scoring more points than anyone. Their bigs are playing great down low in the paint. I mean, it's just like everything you would want in a team, they're doing it right now. I think they're coming off one of the hottest streaks to end the season. Florida's going to be extremely tough to beat. I got them winning the first round, second round, third. I got them winning for a while. So,
Not so
and
fast.
if you listen to the experts,
hey, those Gators can go back to the swamp because this is the city. I'm telling y'all.
This is the city.
North Fork State is going to upset Florida. First round.
I don't know about that one.
No.
Florida, you know where they're going to be going. They're going to be going to San Antonio to go to the Final Four. If you ask me.
Florida's a great team. It's a great team. Never hate on the SEC when they're playing a nobody. No, I'm joking. It's the SEC. They're always dominant in every sport they play. They got the best facilities. Period.
Yeah, anything? You got any interesting facts on Florida? They had an all?
Yeah, they got Walter Clayton Jr., which is a phenomenal player. God, he's really stepped up to make that offense very efficient. He's just an amazing guard. He can shoot lights out. He's just amazing. It's going to be hard to slow him down. That's really all I've said about Florida, really. And their scoring percentage per game is 80. They're averaging 85.4 points a game, which is
that's
a high scoring game. To average that,
that's a lot. Yeah, I agree. Florida is going to be the team to beat, if you ask me.
But I think their biggest challenge is what's their defense going to look like? Their defense has been struggling, really. It's what they've been saying.
I mean, their defense isn't the best, but I think it's going to be good enough to give them the wins that they need.
See, like
hey,
like it says here, they still got to play. They got to face the defending champs from last year in the second round. Good old UConn.
Yeah, but I think, okay, so when we look at this UConn-Oklahoma game, I think that's going to be a tough one. I mean, UConn's not the same UConn team that they were last year, the team that won it all. I mean, they are defending champs, and they're historically good. They have a great head coach. I mean, their program's just fundamentally solid basketball. But I don't even know if they're going to be able to beat this Oklahoma team. This Oklahoma team barely got into the tournament. So, I have Oklahoma winning.
Yeah, I still have UConn. I
got UConn.
I think this is going to be a close game, but I think UConn's going to have a good chance.
UConn has the athletes. I'm telling you, to beat Oklahoma at least. Yeah. I don't like the Boomer Sooners. They go cry back to Oklahoma. I really don't like Oklahoma. Okay, there's one team
not a fan of
I
Oklahoma.
do not like. I could talk on and on about how much I dislike Oklahoma.
Yeah,
so I would love to have UConn go out and just lay the hammer on them, like just go out and just obliterate.
All right.
Okay.
Well, what about UConn and Florida, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if you see UConn and Florida against each other, I still say Florida dominating.
It's going to be close. A smidge.
Yeah. Well,
I got Florida.
Go on now to Maryland and Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon could be that team to.
You skipped the number 5 and 12.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, 5 and 12.
We can talk about both of them.
Yeah, because I
want to hear your take on Memphis. I know you're feeling the Memphis vibes, huh? You're liking the Memphis.
Memphis is going deep. They're going to beat Florida.
I don't know.
Memphis is the team to watch. I am telling y'all.
Why do you say that?
Memphis has got a good team.
Memphis is a great team because Memphis has a kid that can put up points. He put up 42 points in the victory game against Wichita State in the conference championship. He put up 42 points alone.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's averaging 21.2 points a game. And he's only 6'3".
Wow. 6'3", yeah.
Yeah, and he's a sophomore from Crosby, Texas.
Oh, okay. He's a Texas boy. So I respect that. Yeah. Yeah, no, this Memphis team is solid. I mean, they're making a lot of noise right now. I do think they need to watch out for this Colorado State team. This Colorado State team's not a bad team. I think it's probably one of the best 12 teams that is in the tournament. And so I think this is going to be a nitty-gritty game. Memphis is going to have a hard time. I think Memphis is good, but they're going to have a hard time with this Colorado State team. And then if they win, I think they'll play this Maryland team. That Maryland's another team that people be sleeping on right now, 4 seed that could have a possibility of making a deep run.
Hey, all I got to say is Memphis. Don't sleep. No, don't sleep. Like, come on.
Yeah.
All right, anything
And were you
else
talking
like
about
to add on?
Haggerty, Kyle?
Huh?
BJ Haggerty was the player were you talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal athlete.
Yeah,
that kid.
he averages over 20 points a game. So
Oh yeah, he won the American Athletic Conference Player of the Year and a spot on the AP All-American second team. And he's the first time as a Memphis player has received such an honor since 2008.
Wow.
And Memphis,
Yeah, no,
just knowing Memphis and their history, it feels like they would have had a player before that,
yeah,
more recent.
Yeah. I know Memphis is definitely got something cooking over there. That's for sure.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
that's your key
Besides that
player to
barbecue.
watch.
yeah, PJ Haggerty.
He's for sure going to be an NFL or an NBA draft pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he going to try to be
For
a tight
sure.
end or something like that?
And he's only 6'3".
I know, but
Yeah, he's only 6'3". Nowadays in the NFL, that's nothing.
yeah, they're 6'9" now or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Now going
All right,
to Maryland and Grand Canyon.
Well, I think we all had Maryland winning.
Yeah,
yeah,
think
I
so
got
too,
Maryland
but
winning that one pretty easily.
There's still a part of me that Grand Canyon is, with the girls winning the conference for the women's in basketball, and you wonder, are they cooking something up there as well for the men's? But I go with Maryland.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. Maryland all the way on that one. All right, Missouri Drake. What do you think about Missouri and Drake, Kyle?
I got Drake. Drake has a great record, and they seem like they're great with their tempo, and they love their offense is on a roll. They're killing it. Like, I don't think Mizzou's gonna stop them. This is the only time I'm probably not gonna pick an SEC school again.
I wonder what the betting line is on this game, because I think this is the game I would kind of want to bet on, even if I don't pick them. Because Drake is one of the biggest upsets right now that people are talking about, making it pretty deep, like making a good little run out of this tournament. But I like Missouri. I'm going with Missouri in this. Oh, go ahead, Dave.
Well, I was going to say I'm going to go with Drake because you got to pick some upsets here and there somewhere.
Yeah,
and I think this is one of those that we can pick and say, this is the upset. So that's why I went ahead and clicked on Drake, even no matter what you would have said for Missouri, if you picked Missouri. But go ahead and explain yourself for Missouri.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I like Missouri. I mean I think they've played a little rough these last few weeks, ending the SEC regular play and in the SEC tournament. But Missouri's got a new head coach. They're fired up. They're enthusiastic. They've been ranked a good amount of time, or a good portion of the year this year, for the first time in I think a while that Missouri's been playing. And I think Missouri didn't win a single. If I'm not mistaken, they didn't win a single basketball game in the SEC last year. And this year they come out and they're a ranked basketball team. So I think they're fired up. They got something to play for. I think they can make a good little run. At least win this first game against Drake.
Don't sleep on the SEC.
It's going to be a close game though. This one's going down to the wire if I'm a betting man. All right, what about that next one, Kyle?
Good old Texas Tech.
That's 3 seed.
Hey,
Yeah, there you go.
we got them going deep. Texas Tech is the team to watch. We got the announcers all hyping them up right before the season ends, and then we hit a little slump there. It's all the turnovers and just all the stuff that happened right before the conference tournament. It's just, we can't have those losses, really. You can't. But going into it now, you just got to let the past be the past, and we just got to move forward and be the old Texas Tech team that we are, and let's go out and win this national championship.
Yeah, I mean, I like Tech. I think Tech's going to be definitely a team to watch, especially when they're shooting good. Because I think Tech plays great defense. They're physical, and when they're shooting and they're knocking down the threes. I mean,
Right.
Like they're almost impossible to keep up with.
Well,
They beat Houston early on in the season, and
yeah,
they're
they
good
beat them on
basketball team for
February
sure.
1st, to be exact,
Yeah.
82-81.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, yeah, no, Tech is crazy. I mean, the atmosphere, and Tech being successful would be huge for the program and huge for Texas Tech in general. You've been out in Lubbock, Kyle. Huh? You've been to a few
The
games.
atmosphere
You've
is
seen the
just
lines.
phenomenal. Like it's up there.
Seen
I'm
the
telling
lines
y'all, the
of people getting in.
atmosphere is just wild up there, man.
Yeah, that everybody I've ever talked to says, man, the basketball games there, it's just
Phenomenal.
crazy. Yeah,
We got fire, flames shooting up when they're announcing the players out. It's just awesome. The atmosphere is just amazing, man.
Well, and you said this at one time, Kyle, that there's a lot of red in this tournament, right? And Texas Tech is right there, right? With all this red, you hope they don't get drowned out.
Yeah. You know what they say when you're going to Vegas, it's either red or black. And hey, if I said anything, it's going to be red right now, baby.
Isn't Texas Tech red and black?
Yeah, Texas Tech
Okay,
is
sorry,
red
but
and
they're
black.
mostly red, I think.
You can't go wrong.
You can't lose. You can't lose with this one.
You can't lose.
There ain't no 50-50 in this one, okay?
Unless they're playing. I mean, unless UNC Wilmington's going to knock down 23s, but let's hope not.
Hey, there is a lot of red. Knowing that one, right? We got Arkansas. We got Kansas or Arkansas.
I like Kansas in this game. I'm going for the upset. I know Kansas is a typical blue blood basketball program, but man, I just don't think they're as good this year. They're not nearly as strong. I'm going.
I thought you had Arkansas earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm going with Arkansas.
He's going with Arkansas. Yeah.
Oh, you started talking about
going with
Kansas, and I was like,
Yeah, I was talking about Kansas.
did you write
not
some
being
notes
good
off to
this
the
year.
side, bro?
Well,
No.
yeah, I mean, Kansas lost to a good Gonzaga team this year, and they lost to them bad. I mean, you look at that and you think, oh my goodness, when they lost to them, I meant last year bad, and are they better this year? I don't know. So we'll see.
I don't think Kansas is the same Kansas as they were a few years ago.
Like I
so
said
I'm going
earlier.
Arkansas for the upset.
Pig suey, bro. I'm telling y'all.
Pig suey.
Don't sleep.
Razorback.
Pig.
SEC.
Hey, I'll do my old squeal, right? The old piggy squeal. All right. Okay.
Razorbacks, baby.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk a little bit about St. John's here.
I
for a
think
little
we
bit.
all have St. John's. They're just phenomenal.
St. John's is a scary team for me, though. In my opinion, they're a great fundamental team. They play great defense. It's just their shooting. If they can, they've had games where they're not making the threes. They're not shooting as well. They're a scary team later on. I actually have them losing to Arkansas in the second round. That's my big upset in this region. So I'm a little hesitant on St. John's, but they are a very good basketball team. That's for sure. They're ranked number 2 for a reason in this side. But all right, let's go on to the East, man. Let's talk a little Duke.
Oh, little Duke. When everybody says Duke nowadays, it's all about Cooper Flag, bro. I'm telling y'all, it's a kid to watch. A freshman, one of the best freshmen in all of men's college basketball right now. He's on fire. This kid is one kid to really watch right now. He's phenomenal.
Yeah,
He's going to be easily.
I agree 100%.
He's easily going to be a first-round pick, I think. If he keeps playing the way he is,
he'll be a first-round pick, number 1 pick,
phenomenal.
honestly.
But the only like disadvantage right now is his injury. He's battling an injury that he needs to stay as healthy as possible for this tournament, because I know for sure he's going to be playing, but it's just going to be how much is he going to stay healthy enough to keep going at full potential. But it's just going to be crazy to watch him. He's all hype and everything. They've been talking about him nonstop. He's an All-American first team right now. Won the award and everything with
the AP poll. Yeah,
yes,
the AP.
He's a phenomenal player. Like this Duke team though, overall, it's just they're on an 11-game win streak going into the tournament. The last time I saw a winning streak like this was UConn back in 2014, where they went after their conference tournament and won the conference tournament. After that, then they advanced on to March Madness, and they just kept it rolling. Talking about Duke, this Duke team is going to be hard to stop, I think.
I think Duke's a very legit. I mean, full overall team. We talk about Cooper Flagg. I mean, what he brings to that team. Not even just scoring, but the way he gets his teammates involved. He gets everyone to contribute. I mean, I think he kills it on the boards. He's got tons of assists, and this Duke team is just complete. I mean, even in the ACC championship, he didn't even play the whole. I don't even think he played all that much because he got hurt, and they still won, pretty easily. So yeah, this Duke team is going to be tough to beat. Look for him to be limited, especially this first game. I'm sure they're going to keep him on the bench for a good amount of the game, but this Duke team is going to be tough to beat. That is 100%.
Yeah, no, the only thing that I have to say about one of their weakness for Duke is they're relying on 3 freshmen right now to lead the team, which is going to be crazy during March Madness with the not having as much like veteran experience in March Madness. I think that's the only downfall to Duke right now, I believe in.
Yeah, I agree, and I like the pressure. Everybody talks about pressure. The amount of pressure that's on Duke right now to go out and win a national championship is very high. I mean, everyone's got huge expectations, and so sometimes those expectations get so big where the only place to go is, down.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that kind of plays out and what kind of run they make in this tournament.
Right. I'm looking at stats, though, for Cooper Flagg while you're talking, and he's got 7.5 rebounds per game he averages. And then assists is 4.1, and he's the assist leader, and he's right up there as the rebound leader as well, and that's pretty wild to know.
Yeah, because I mean he is like 6'9", he's an athlete.
6'9". He's not short.
He's good size, and he can move really well. So,
but I mean, the assist is one of those that really stands out for me. It's like you said. I mean, basically, he's leading the team in assists. You usually see that from
that's impressive.
Yeah,
that just explains how well they get everyone involved on the team.
Yes.
Oh yeah. All in on Duke.
Like Garrett was saying earlier, I believe in it too. Now that still his words and everything, but he can elaborate in a little bit. But Duke is definitely, I feel like they're in the easiest region here, possibly. They have the best chance of making it out. It's going to be
Let's
tough,
say this is
but
a very
I feel like
doable reason. I think that number 2 seed down there at the bottom from old Tuscaloosa is going to be tough, but I think the middle part of this bracket isn't going to be maybe not as bad as some of the other brackets we've seen, in my opinion. But you never know how it plays out. So let's look at this 8-9 matchup. I think it's going to be a good one.
Baylor,
Mississippi State, Baylor. Baylor, I think, was a team that was in the last 4 to get in. They barely snuck in the tournament, but they played really good basketball throughout the season. And then you got an SEC team that's played good basketball for the majority of the season. Now, I'm pretty sure in the last few weeks they've been another team that's kind of dampered and had some tough losses in the SEC the last few weeks. So what is your take on that, Kyle?
Oh, my take on that is, hey, this is the only SEC team I'm not going to pick. Well, there's a couple of them, but I'm not picking Mississippi State, especially after their football season. But no.
Yeah,
I'm going to stick with Baylor. I'm going to stick with the Bears.
I think we all got the Bears pulling a little upset here against.
Yeah, not a big one, but that the SEC and there's a part of me, I'm on the bubble on this one because Mississippi State I think has played some really hard competition, but I mean so is Baylor in the Big 12. They're not no slouch with Houston Tech and. So we got to look at that to see a little closer, but it's a flip of a coin, and I'm sticking with Baylor.
It definitely come down to the wire if I was a betting man.
Oh yeah.
All right, Kyle. What about
That's gonna be
these 5, 12, 4, and 13? When we look at Oregon, Liberty, Arizona, and Akron, what do you got here?
Wait, what'd you say?
Oregon, Liberty, Arizona, Akron.
Oh, I think we all know who we're picking. I'm picking Oregon and Arizona to make it out to play against each other. I think we both.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
I have Oregon.
I think that Oregon Liberty game's a little scary. That might be a little closer than the experts think, but I have Oregon and Arizona.
Upset. I got Liberty beating Oregon. Liberty is a team to watch out because they can shoot.
But I'm still going with Oregon. I think Oregon's been playing some really good basketball here lately.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going with Oregon, but I'm saying Liberty has the chance. If they come out shooting strong, there's definitely a possibility in that one. But I got Oregon and Arizona both
Oh yeah,
coming
I
out of
I
that
got
first
Liberty
round. I think.
upset.
Let's look at
BYU.
BYU and VCU.
Oh, we already know who I'm picking. VCU is going to make a deep run. This team is an upset team
How many
and the
11
underdogs.
teams
I'm
have we
telling y'all,
picked?
they're the team to watch. I got them making it to the Sweet 16.
Man, we picked a lot of 11 seeds. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you there. I'm going VCU upsetting BYU. BYU is a team I'm actually going to sleep on. I'm going to keep sleeping on them. I think they're a bit overrated. I don't think they've had a tremendous season in the Big 12. I don't think they're bad. It's just I don't see them getting out of this first round this year.
Yeah, this is,
But
Yeah, I mean,
that's my
they're a
opinion.
huge underdog. I believe in. VCU's gonna kill.
and you know what VCU stands for, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you know where VCU's at now?
Chemistry University.
No. Come on, Virginia Commonwealth University. Oh, man.
Virginia Christian University. People be like, no,
No.
no.
Yeah, well, yeah, I went back and looked at their games, and if I got it right for the men's basketball, their last game they beat George Mason 68-63. So, when you're talking about a good team, I think VCU is probably that team to upset BYU, even though they come out of the Atlantic 10.
I think they'll get a little hot there,
Right.
Get a little W over BYU. But I don't think it's going to matter because they're going to play. If they do win, I think they'll play this Wisconsin team. And I think Wisconsin's a good team. If I'm not mistaken, actually, I think in the Big Ten championship, they set a record for the most threes made, or a Big Ten record for the most threes made in a game with like 19 threes against, I don't remember who they played. Maybe it was Purdue. And I was like, wow, okay, this Wisconsin team's, they can shoot. But
Yeah.
so can
Yeah, they
Montana,
can.
huh, Kyle?
Hey, yeah. Montana is lights out. They're the number 3 team for field goals percentage, and they can shoot. Montana, I believe in that if they get rolling, if they can start shooting, and no other team can really catch them, I think if they just stay on top of that and the least amount of turnovers wins that game for sure with Wisconsin and Montana. I really think that is the case. It's gonna determine who's gonna have the most points, and then who's gonna have the least amount of turnovers.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like
I
Wisconsin
agree.
could definitely blow it too. I feel like they could definitely blow it.
Yeah, if they come out cold and Montana comes out hot, it's like this could be a lopsided game,
Yeah.
and a big upset. So, but
Yeah,
I think Wisconsin will play fine and they'll come out on top.
Four of their top players at Montana. I'm sorry if I butted in there or stepped on you. Four of the top players at Montana are over double digits, so they are averaging in scoring. So they're at 11 points or more. 4 of them, and that's pretty good with your top. With your 5 players, you got 4 of them are scoring double digits.
Yeah, look at their 3-point shooting though. It's crazy. It's all right there. It's crazy.
I mean, they've got their averages in 3-point. Converge. I mean, their percentages is still not great, but they shoot a lot of them. I mean, they're shooting up on attempts.
I was like, not great. They're number 3 in the nation.
692 3-point attempts this year.
That's a
And
lot.
how many have they made?
How many have they made out of 692 is 249. According to the stats on their webpage, on the Grizz.
Interesting. Yeah, no, Montana, hey, they're shooting all them threes. If they're making them, then
I mean, that's the thing.
that's going to be tough.
Hey, you can't make them if you don't, attempt them.
Yeah.
That is very true.
St. Mary's.
All right, Kyle.
Y'all got St. Mary's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got St. Mary's. I mean, Vandy started. Yeah, man, they started the season so strong. The middle of the season was looking really strong, and then they kind of been struggling the past 2 or 3 weeks. I think they might have gotten a few injuries to some of their players. It's looking a little rougher for Vandy, but I like Vandy. Anchor's down. Nashville's awesome, but I think St. Mary's is going to pull this one out.
Yep. Nashville's
St.
a great
Mary's
town.
has got shooters.
Yeah.
Great town. Great place to be.
Great atmosphere. No, great atmosphere.
Yeah, we all got St. Mary's.
St.
Now
Mary's.
the next one.
Alabama, Robert Morris.
I'm tired of seeing
Yeah,
the
Kyle, where's
red.
Robert Morris?
Roll Tide, right, Kyle?
Yep.
Yeah, Kyle,
I
what
don't
is it?
give
Roll
a damn about
Tide.
anything about the Tide. Hey,
Yeah.
let them keep rolling. All right, God.
They roll
You ain't
out the
stopping
door.
that.
I think
Yeah,
they're gonna be rolling for a while here.
Do you think they are
Yeah, go
are really? I mean, do you think they're gonna? You said earlier that number 2 team could really cause havoc for Duke when they.
Oh, yeah.
When we believe that, I mean, I believe those two are going to meet.
Yeah,
that region.
I think how this region is going to play out, it's going to be Duke
Hey.
and Alabama. I mean, Alabama's a very experienced, very veteran team. They're kind of like I think I said about Auburn earlier. A very veteran, very experienced. A lot of players that have played 4 or 5 years in the NCAA, played in the big moments, played in the tournament before. I think this Alabama team is going to be ready, and they're going to be rolling.
Oh, yeah.
The tide will be
Yeah, well,
rolling in this region.
Duke might have their All-American and everything, but Alabama has their first-team All-American too. Good old Mark Sears. He's a phenomenal athlete. He's going to take this team
Been
a
around a
long
while,
ways
too.
if he stays healthy and everything. This Bama team is one team to really watch, even though I don't like saying that. But this Bama team is going to be good.
Yeah, I mean they
Tuscaloosa
are
is gonna
good,
be
and
exciting,
it's
I
just
think,
a
in
matter
this
of if they
Anderson.
slip up or not in this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, do you know where Robert Morris is?
No.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania,
Hey,
that's
come
what we
on
said.
now, yes. Now move on to the Midwest.
Oh,
Yes.
the
Midwest.
team,
More red.
more red.
I
I think
swear.
this red
this-
team's going to be the red team.
If somebody just say one of the red teams will win the whole tournament, they'll most likely win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what are the
what's
odds
the
on that
over
red
under
team
on
winning?
that? Yeah, what's the odds on that one? Where's the
Hey, what is the
DraftKings
under?
looking at?
Yeah, I
But
mean,
let's talk about this Houston team, man.
yeah,
Phenomenal.
Houston,
defense
that
is just
defense,
Crazy. Their
lights out.
defense
I mean,
is-
they got. Yeah,
What?
no. I mean, they got players flying around all over the place, hustling. The amount of steals they've gotten this year, blocks. I mean, just the hustle of their defense, how solid and how they communicate so well and help each other out. It's definitely the top notch. I mean, it's the top rated defense I think in the country. They got an experienced coach. I mean, their coach has been there forever. He knows what he's doing, and it's an experienced team. And I mean, I was talking about this a little bit earlier with y'all guys. It's like Houston had really good teams, especially the past 5 years. They've had really great teams. They just don't have the championship for it. They've gone far. They've played well.
Yeah.
They just can't seem to take advantage of that, to get in that banner, to cut in the nets. And so I think this year might be their year.
Yeah, I do too. I think I'm right there with you. Sorry about that, but I think that with Houston, though, their offense really is charged by their defense. You know, like what I mean by like electrically charged. I mean, man, they get the ball, they get it up the court, and man, you get the slam dunks, you get all that, and you get those transition threes. But it's all stems from their defense, and so as long as they can keep playing good defense, and that really charges up the offense, then they'll be perfectly fine.
Powerhouse. Their defense is just elite. Like they say, it's just elite and just it's crazy. They know how to play some defense. I'll tell you all that. And we can use the good old motto, but defense wins championships. Like that's the end of it.
But that's in football, man. I'm just.
Oh
joking.
no, I think it's totally valid in basketball too.
Oh yeah.
Defense
I
wins
agree.
championships.
It's just and they're finding new weapons on their offense, so that's going to be good for the tournament. They can actually shoot, or they're getting better at shooting.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a dominant team, I believe, if they start shooting really good and they just already have amazing defense. It's going to be a hard team to stop.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
big
what I
Houston
believe
fan. U of H
So
is
what's
gonna
next?
Well,
Gonzaga?
Cougars.
Yeah, Gonzaga. Is it Gonzaga or
Gonzaga?
Gonzaga? What is
us
it?
Country folk from Texas say Gonzaga, but I don't actually
I've
know.
heard people say
Gonzalez.
Gonzaga.
It's Gonzalez.
No, you're way off.
Jesus. Not even close.
But the Bulldogs against Bulldogs. That's what you got here.
Yeah, what do you
It
think,
did go
Kyle?
off. No wonder. Okay, sorry.
Oh, Kyle lost
Jared,
his
your phone
monitor.
died? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No wonder I couldn't hear you
Yeah.
when you weren't talking.
Yeah. Well, I'll turn it up in here and
I know you're
you
good,
can hear
Dad.
it out there.
Oh yeah, no. Well, Gonzaga, yeah, they're up there for shooting threes. Gonzaga is a well-known team, and I don't care what they say, but Gonzaga is might upset Houston. It's gonna be a slim chance, but it's not gonna be a walk in the park for Houston. I believe in, but I get Gonzaga beating Georgia because tired of the SEC of hearing their name, and I'm tired of the dang red.
You're tired of them dang Georgia Bulldogs. No,
Yeah,
I like Gonzaga too. But
It's not them coming down the track anymore, okay? It's Gonzaga coming down the track because they're the real Bulldogs.
So we
Wait,
got,
they are both
I
Bulldogs
I
playing
like
each other,
Gonzaga
right?
in this.
yeah,
They're both dogs?
they're both dogs.
Hey,
Yeah, I hated on Gonzaga last year when they played me because last year they played McNeese and I was hyping up McNeese. And
Why
was
would you
wrong.
be rooting
Gonzaga
for
killed them.
McNeese, Garrett?
oh yeah, I went to McNeese. I did track and field there. Go McNeese, go Pokes. So this game, the Clemson McNeese State game, I got McNeese winning. They're getting They're getting the upset. I'm excited. I love watching McNeese play in March Madness. So the Tigers are going down. That's all I gotta
Yeah.
say. Will Wade. I mean, the transition he made at the McNeese basketball program was insane. I mean, as soon as he came in last year, his first year, they got in the tournament. They played Gonzaga last year, had a really ugly game. Now this year, they're a little more experienced, a very veteran team at McNeese, and I think this is gonna get the year, where they get that first round upset.
hey, yeah, I think they really built a great program around McNeese right now. I think McNeese has something exciting over there, which they haven't really. They need to put their name out there this year, and they need to get it done. I believe that they can upset. Because, hey, Cade Klubnik is not sitting over there playing for this team. I'm telling you, McNeese is here to win.
You got McNeese winning? Yeah.
Yeah.
We got McNeese winning.
Heck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, 2 out of 3. That's what we do right here.
Go Pokes, baby.
Go Pokes.
Yeah, them
Go
Cowboys.
McNeese.
Let's
Purdue.
go Cowboys.
Purdue versus High Point.
Yeah, I don't even think we got to this
I got
point because
Purdue.
somebody.
Hey, well, we do what we can. So Purdue.
Purdue has an
I got
All-American.
Uh-oh.
Purdue has Braden Smith as their All-American. He won first team All-American, and to me, he sounds like a stud. He can play. This kid can hoop. I don't know
Yeah.
what position he plays, but he's one of their. I want to say he's one of their big mans down in the paint. But this man, because the same dude from last year that graduated from Purdue, their big man. I believe this is
dog.
another kid that's very experienced. Probably, if he was there last year, he probably got some great reps learning and insides and out how to play the game, and just phenomenal athlete. Probably.
He's a guard. He's 6 foot, weighs 170. He's a
he's
junior.
a guard. Okay.
He's from Westfield, Indiana.
Well, he could probably shoot then. Definitely, he's a shooter.
Yeah, I mean, Purdue's been real dominant in the last couple of years. Purdue was really good last year. I had high hopes for them. They didn't end up winning it all, but I think this Purdue team can make a little bit of noise.
Yeah, it's a team to watch out for sure. But High Point, hey, I was looking at their roster earlier. This team don't sleep. They got some height. I was looking at a couple of their players. They were averaging good 3 to 4, or at least 2 to 3 players were 7 foot. So they got some height up on that.
So you're
Up on
telling me
their
that
lineup.
High Point has tall players? How
Yeah.
ironic.
I thought Low Point had tall players.
Yeah. Well, I'm going with Purdue all the way, and so, we might see Purdue and McNeese in the next round.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
Purdue
I don't know.
High
I love
Point
my
is
Cowboys over there.
I don't know.
But,
High Point is maybe a team to look out for, but I don't know yet.
Yeah,
It's just,
I don't
you just never know about these small schools that you've never even heard of.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's why it's called the Madness.
Okay,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, but
let's look at this Illinois and then Texas or Xavier. Let's talk about the Texas Xavier game. How do you think this is going to go tomorrow night?
Oh, Texas. Just hook 'em.
Texas. That's simple,
Texas,
huh?
Texas is the best team out there. Like, I'm not even quote it. I'm not even going to say anything around it. Texas just has to play to their potential, and Texas will win the national championship. No, they're not. Psych! No, I got Texas beating Xavier, and then I got Texas beating Illinois.
I like that. Yeah, I like this Texas team. The hard part about being a Texas fan this year was just very inconsistent play. I mean, we looked great sometimes this year. They've looked bad sometimes this year. But I think Texas they're excited now. They had some momentum coming out of the SEC conference tournament. And I think they'll beat Xavier. I think they'll beat Illinois. Heck, I think they're going to keep it going and beat Kentucky. But, yeah, Texas has got some they got Weaver back from their injury lineup earlier in the season. And so I'm a big Texas fan. I'm hoping they're going to make a little run here.
Hook 'em.
All right.
Hey, we didn't talk about this game yet as much, but Kentucky and Troy.
because we shut off, right? Because remember, Dad skipped us and we went to Texas.
Yeah.
But this Troy team, a Sun Belt team, there could be a little possibility there. This Kentucky team's not as good as historically they've been, I think. Kentucky's a team I'm actually a little hesitant on. I think they're a little higher seeded than they should be, and I don't think they're as good this year as they usually are. But I still haven't beaten Troy. But I'm just saying, Kentucky's a team I would sleep on.
Yeah, no, this Kentucky team is really. I want to say that they had some tough losses in the beginning of the season or throughout the season. I think it's just. Yeah. I feel like their name is very has carried them to this point at least. Like they've had a lot of ups and downs, I believe. So it's just like you don't know what team you're going to get. So really, I'm going with Kentucky, but it might be a toss-up for this game. Might be a great game overall.
I mean, and playing in the SEC, they're playing a lot of tough teams week in and week out. But I just don't see the consistency, and I don't see the same Kentucky team as we've known before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Kentucky's record in the SEC wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as we've seen in past years as well.
Oh, yeah, they used to be up there with Duke and Kansas and North Carolina.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Like, they used to be everybody's bandwagon team, right?
yeah, everybody knew that's the team you pick.
Oh, yeah. So, what about this UCLA team?
Yeah, UCLA. I mean, Big Ten. They had a nice little season. They didn't do as well in the conference tournament, I don't believe. But this UCLA team's not bad. I think they're going to be good enough to beat Utah State. But I think that's about as far as they're going to go this year. I don't really see them beating Tennessee. They're another team. I mean, I'm not too worried about. I see them winning the first round, but I don't think UCLA is going to do anything too crazy this year. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I got UCLA winning, but I don't think they can make it very far out.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But I do want to back up to Kentucky. They were 10-8 in the SEC. Not great record, but the same as Missouri. But that was in conference.
Hey, couldn't be as bad as my favorite team, right?
Yeah.
LSU, God dang, they didn't even make the NIT tournament.
Yeah, well, if you want to know what their record in the
they might have made it.
in conference was 3-15. So that was.
Oh my God, they look like Mississippi's football season. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, so
that's a tough year for
you have four teams that were at 10-8 in the SEC. That's Kentucky, Missouri, Ole Miss, and that we're all there. I'm sorry, 3. I said 4.
Yeah, and the
3.
keys that we forgot to talk about at the beginning. Yeah,
That was all very close.
The SEC did set a record for having 14 teams in March Madness overall, which is crazy to think of. That's phenomenal.
Yeah. And is Tennessee as good as they say they are? I mean, I don't know. You tell me, Kyle or Garrett.
I think they're just basing off the colors they wear. They're very pretty colors, but I don't think they're that good.
Yeah.
I am not wearing that godly orange.
You're not wearing that Tennessee orange. You know, you're sticking with your colors.
Hey, that's a great song, but I ain't gonna wear it.
I think actually watching Tennessee play in the SEC conference tournament, I think Tennessee's got a good team. They're another very physical, very hard-nosed defensive team. They attack the boards really well. I think they're going to have a strong run. I see them going pretty far in this region, but I don't see them getting out of this region. So they're gonna put up a good little fight, but I think when it comes down to it, they're gonna have a tough time when that team from Texas called University of Houston comes and knocks at their door. Now they might have fun playing Texas again, but
well, yeah, that pretty much sums up the whole bracket. But if you got some other points, Kyle, you want to make, go ahead.
Oh yeah, we're gonna all talk about our Final Four.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who do you got sitting in the Final Four coming out of each region? I'll give you my little breakdown after you.
I can tell you I'm picking Houston here, coming out of it, and definitely. Let me see who my other one was. I have to think that Final Four, and then I have Florida, and it sounds bad. I'm going with most of the number ones, but it's between Auburn to me and looking at Michigan State, and I'm torn between the two, but I went ahead and picked Auburn, and then with the it'll be probably one of the first times in a long time that you'd see all 4 number ones. But man, am I glutton for punishment, because that'll probably never ever happen.
Never.
Oh, I don't know. This could be the year. Who knows?
Yeah, and they're going to San Antonio too. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, right down the road from us here in Zorn, Texas.
If you want my autograph, I'll be at the
game. I will not be, but
we will be there live streaming this show.
Yeah.
We'll be on the parking lot.
We'll be way out on the other side of the parking lot, probably, but we could be there. We've got the trailer. We set up outside, and we're ready to go.
That'll be wild. No.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So, Dad, you got your Final Four, all the number 1 teams. So you're going
all
Duke
the number
over
ones.
Bama?
I'm just like I said. I'm taking the easy way out, but that's actually who I believe are the better teams. Except there's a part of me that says that either Tennessee or A&M, coming out of the South, A&M could do it, or the Midwest, Tennessee could do it. So.
All right, well, go ahead, continue. Let's talk about your who do you think is going to make it in the championship game then, and then who do you think is going to win it all?
Oh, I mean, the championship game would be between, I think, Houston and Florida, and I think Houston wins it.
All right, you think it's Houston's year to cut down the nets? I like it.
Yeah, I think so.
No.
No, not
Tex
so
already
fast.
beat them 1 year or once in the season.
Yeah, well, tell me a team that hasn't lost once.
Yeah, there isn't any.
Duke?
Do you have any, before we go on to you, Kyle, let's ask that a couple more. Do you have any Cinderellas making it deep in the tournament? At least Sweet 16, maybe Elite 8?
Yeah, my only one would be, and they're a 7 team, but would be Marquette.
Okay. You got Marquette going a little
Yeah,
far.
I mean, I still think they're
like
a blue blood. I feel like they're a blue blood because even when I was younger, Marquette was still in the basketball world, in college basketball world, that is. They were one of the top teams.
So was UConn. No, I'm just...
Yeah. Yeah, so was a lot of other teams.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
I like
you really think that? Okay.
Marquette's the
All right,
Cinderella
Kyle.
that could go deeper. than we think. Like Marquette could upset, even though I'm not saying they would. If you had a team that would upset somebody, it would be Michigan State.
Yeah, I like it. No, I think that's a solid pick. I wouldn't be opposed to it. All right, Kyle, I want to hear yours.
Yeah, you lost it.
I lost it. I had something I was going to make a comment for as a joke, but no.
Okay.
All right, Kyle.
Okay.
Let's hear your Final Four. Let's see your championship game winners and Cinderellas.
Okay, so starting from the South, right? Yeah. So the South, who I got coming out? From the South, I got Auburn and Iowa State coming out of there.
And so who do you got winning between those two?
I got Auburn.
Auburn, okay. So that would be the Final Four team.
Oh, what?
Well, Auburn and Iowa State would play in the Elite Eight. Is what
Okay,
you're
well, I'm talking about the Elite Eight right now. So pipe down. No. Okay. Okay, for my East region, I got Duke and Auburn making it out. But I have VCU making it to the Sweet 16 against Alabama. Oh, wait. No, wait. I have Duke and Bama. Yeah, I got Bama making it out of the Elite Eight.
You got Bama.
Yeah, beating Duke.
So you got Bama upsetting Duke. Okay, nice.
Sorry, yeah. And then I have Houston and Kentucky playing against each other.
Really?
From from the West region, right? No.
Mm-hmm. From the Midwest.
From the Midwest region. I have them two coming out or playing each other, and then I got Houston coming out.
Okay. So right now you're sitting at Houston, Bama, Auburn, and who do you got out of the West?
Now the West is where we shake things up. Okay, I'm telling y'all, dude. There's a story cooking here. So I got Memphis beating Florida. I have Tech playing against no one. Okay, I gotta pick a team. Okay, St. John's.
Okay.
Okay, and I got Tech beating St. John's, and then Tech going on to beat Memphis. So I got Tech in the Final Four.
Going to the Final Four
against Auburn versus Texas Tech.
All right, who do you got? Who's gonna be sitting in your championship game? Who's winning these games?
I got Texas Tech and Houston, a little rematch of conference, and I got Texas Tech winning it all. We're bringing home the trophy. I'm telling you, we're gonna be out there all night. We're gonna be partying until this school is on the ground. Okay, like we're going crazy. I'm telling you. This culture is back, and we are alive. I'm telling y'all. Go get me the mascot head and everything. Like the Red Raider, we're getting it going, okay? Yeah, Tech is winning it.
Oh, next time you do this, just get your little mask, and we're ready to go, man.
Yeah, hey, I am the mascot Raider. We are winning this thing. Where's my horse at?
Well, KDynamo
speaks. Are going to be flying. Lovick's going to be dust storming.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's going to be flying.
Yeah.
Oh. It's going to be crazy. Tortillas everywhere.
Well, man, guys.
Wait, Garrett, what is your Final Four?
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Let me go through mine.
Let's go back.
All right, let's go. So I'm taking Auburn out of the South region. I like Auburn. I just think. Actually, I scratched that. I actually picked Texas A&M to upset Auburn.
Okay.
And I got Texas A&M making in the Final Four. I like their defense. I like the way they play.
Boo.
Let's go. All right, and I definitely have. This was a tough one for me because I had Texas Tech and Florida playing, and I have Texas Tech losing. I have Florida going to the Final Four. I do have Arkansas going a little deeper in this. I have Arkansas upsetting Kansas and upsetting St. John's, so watch out for that pick. Oh, let's see.
Florida there. Okay.
This one I have pretty straightforward. I got Bama playing Duke, and I got Bama winning against. I got Bama upsetting Duke. I think Bama's going to pull it out in a very close by inches.
Not so fast. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. All right, and then your Midwest.
This was a tough one. I sadly had McNeese losing to Purdue, but I had Texas going. Texas, a slight Cinderella team. I have them beating Kentucky, getting the Sweet 16. I think they're still going to lose to Tennessee. I got Houston and Tennessee playing in the Elite Eight, and I got Houston coming out of the bracket. Yeah, sorry, Houston and Tennessee playing Elite Eight, and then Houston.
Is that right there? We have Houston, Tennessee. There we go. And then Florida over that. And then in your Final Four?
Yeah, so my Final Four is looking like Houston, Alabama, Florida, and Texas A&M. And I'm going to take Florida and Houston playing in the championship game.
And then who are the two?
Out
of the two, who is going to win it?
I'm thinking the Final Four is in San Antonio. I'm thinking a Texas team is going to bring home the hardware. Give me U of H.
Another red team.
Cougars.
Right?
No.
Go Cougars.
and that's my same pick. So U of H is the team. But before we go, though, Garrett, your Cinderella team?
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, I think Arkansas might raise some eyebrows. I'm really hoping –
Arkansas.
And I think it's possible that Texas can make some moves in this tournament, get to at least the Sweet 16. I don't know if they're going to beat Tennessee. But, yeah, and then obviously I talked about my McNeese State Cowboys. Go McNeese.
Go McNeese.
I think they'll get an upset.
They're not getting past Purdue. You're right.
I don't think they're going to get past Purdue. But if they do, that would be amazing. So
yeah, it would be.
That's my take on that.
All right, Kyle, who's your Cinderella team? Who's the team that you think comes out of this tournament that surprises everybody?
Memphis.
Yeah, I agree. I think you had talked about them before. I think Memphis is the team, even though they're, what were they, a 5 seed? Yes, in their region.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you had them going all the way to play Florida, and that's who they.
To play Texas Tech
or Texas Tech.
Beating them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, all the way to. You're saying they beat Florida and then play Texas Tech.
Yes.
Yeah. So you would say this. Yeah. That's it
right
there.
And then
anything else we would like to add?
Oh, VCU.
I have VCU going deep to play Alabama.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
And
that one definitely
don't sleep on Yale.
I might.
I'm going to sleep on Yale. I might sleep on Yale.
Yeah, me too. I'm there with you. All right,
what about Drake?
Drake's that's a good sleeper, a good Cinderella team. I think that can make a lot of noise. I'm not picking them, but that's a good team to pick if I was. So.
All right.
Well, that's all we got, and I was
final thoughts. Anyone else?
Here on Facebook. So you get to go watch this video over and over again, see our picks, see what happens, and go back and watch it. And hopefully we can get on YouTube next week and kind of go over some recaps and stuff. If y'all are available, we can do that as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yep, that sounds great with me.
All right. Yeah, I might have to sit where you're sitting, Kyle. I'm sorry, Garrett. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just like, I'm always down to talk some sports and
Dude, always.
give my opinion on things because these are definitely 100% professional opinions. We watch every game. We break down every tape.
Oh yeah, we were there at game day every morning.
Y'all were, but on watching it on the other side of the screen.
Y'all stay tuned for in the fall.
Football's
right around the corner.
Yes, sir.
We
had a lot of fun. I hope everybody enjoyed it, man. And we'll be back sometime. Hopefully next week we can be back and put on another little show and have some fun. How about it?
Bye. Well, bye, y'all.
Well, bye. Garrett?
All right, bye. Y'all have a great night.
Bye up there in Dallas, Well,
we're bye, y'all, too. Yeah. That's my
Adios.
bedtime now.
Maskud and Alvida Zane, and aloha, and we'll see you later, man. God bless.